はい、ここにですね、英語で小説を書いてそれを音読するというのをやっていて、今6ページまで来てるんですけれども、もう一つ私が最近思っていることもその小説に盛り込もうと思いまして、盛りだくさんなんですけど、でそれを取り留めもなく、なんか友達になんかべーってお酒飲んで喋ってみたいなって言って、私はお酒飲めないんですけどそんな雰囲気ででーって書いてありますね。うわすごいなこれ、こんなに喋ったの私。いやこのここまでありましたね。でこれは概要欄に入れば貼り付けておきます。日本語訳ね。日本語ね。でこれを英語に直してもらったんですけど、最初のところがねすごいちゃんとした英語になってまとまりすぎてるんですよね。で私は適当に言ってるんで、その適当なところの間違いとか、それから音をこれ文字起こししてるんですけど、この文字起こしが間違ってたり、例えば三分詞なんていうのは三分の詞であるんだけど、韻を踏んでる詞とか言うんじゃなくて、ね、三分の詞ね、三分詞ってここの一番上に今出てますけど、こんなやつなんて三分詞って、分詞が3つあって三分詞みたいな感じで書いてあったりするんですけど、でもそれも面白いからそのまんま訳してもらいたかったんですよね。でそのまんま訳したのがここにありますので、ちょっと待って、これかなパラダイスセカンド First of all、これだこれですね。これもちょっと英語長いんだけど、頑張ってみましょう。頑張ってみましょう。しかも間違いがいっぱいあるやつだから、あんまり英語の勉強にならないかもしれません。これ読んできます。The Raw Monologue Paradise in the 22nd Century First of all、これ字が小さすぎますね。ちょっと大きくするからね。字を大きくしましょう。ここからですね。First of all, AI evolves, robots evolve, and the best hope is that our lives, well, money just doesn't come in anymore. And for example, a house is like that high airtight, high insulation thing, the trendy stuff. It's super expensive, but that being able to live there almost for free. So like 25 degrees Celsius all year round. I like the setting a bit high, so 25 degrees Celsius and humidity around 54%. I think that's best for the body, right? Inside, it never changes, no problem, like a tropical home all year like that. Short pants, short sleeves, just a t-shirt and shorts. That's what I'm hoping for. Self-driving cars running everywhere, special lanes, and I don't buy or own a car anymore. That small autonomous car just comes to my door. I get in and go anywhere for free. What that state? That state ね。あんまり良くない表現だと思うけど、これ口癖にしてもいいかもしれないですね、私。こんなこと言うもんね、私、日本語で。そっか、やっぱり日本語適当に喋って、間違いだらけのやつをこうやってそのまま訳してくれって、これをね、Google 翻訳なんかにすると分かりやすく訳しちゃったりするから、AI に間違ったらなりのそのままで訳してくれってすると、自分でも読みやすいし、それから自分が、英語で喋ってる時って、やっぱり英語でも日本語でもそうですけど、文法的におかしなところいっぱいあるよね。だから先に進めてどんどん喋れるんで、それのリズムが英語で取れるんですね。だからこれはいいと思います。これ適当にバーって入れて、これを間違いとかは正さないで、そのまんまの感じで、そのまんまをその英語に直してくださいっていうふうに AI に頼むと、AI はちゃんと理解してくれますから、そこは。And like my house is a really good high airtight, high insulation flat, and it's earthquake resistant, last 100 years. If that's my home, even if I go somewhere else, I can stay for free immediately. I would be good if there is a place like that. And food? Oh, of course, free. And for example, I exercise for my own health, and I log it in an app. I did exercise, then compensation for that exercise is paid. That system, that is good too, right? With this, people born from now on going up in this situation, maybe wars won't happen. I get that feeling. And well, there was a mouse experiment. If you give them all the food and let them live without worries once, the population explodes, but then they go extinct. They lose their will and go extinct, apparently. But I don't think humans are like that. For mice, maybe they run out of things to do, but for humans, no stress. And if you can do anything you like, then that time, for example, people who like swimming will keep swimming. People who like music will do music. People who want to gather will meet friends. And people who like being surprised might go on an adventure. これいい詩だな。It's different for anyone. And also, like space exploration or real adventurous trips, but that experiment says the offspring aren't left behind, so they go extinct. But for humans, maybe because of scientific progress, humans also like test tube babies being born from there, even if the mother doesn't give birth, growing inside a tube and coming out as a baby. It's often in SF movies. But if it becomes like that, humans keep increasing. And humans might stop dying. Data goes into a robot's head, living as a robot, or maybe living in a formless way. If you think about it, we won't decline and go extinct. Well, if the population decreases, then cloning, like making a replica of yourself, copying the brain exactly and making another me, then it's not extinction, right? I don't know how it will turn out, but actually this world, I think, is happening right now. This thinking society, this thinking socially, globally, this thinking socially, globally. The result is, overall, it's not happening yet at all, but it will happen soon. And for me, personally, it's already happened. Not 100%. What's 100% is like basic income. Basic income is 100% happening for me. I'm living on a pension, and there is not much I want, and I'm a person who is satisfied with expensive things, without expensive things, and if there is extra money, worries increase. This is hard. I'm very lazy, so with no or without money, with or without money, it's the same. If I had 10 billion yen, I might do something different, but I'd probably just find it troublesome. Well, when humans have money, their eyes change. Anyway, I don't want to be like that. So for now, the current state is enough, but this is like getting basic income and living only on that. Me, I only get the basic national pension. So it's a mystery how I can live on this, but I'm barely managing. I like barely, originally, might be 100, that might be 100%. Other things are like 50% or 30% realized. Almost everything has reached a certain stage. If this acceleration continues and goes exponential, then in 1 or 2 months, 50%, 80%, in 1 year, maybe we achieve over 100%. For example, that high airtight insulation. If I think about it, my house is totally different, but wait, even if the electricity bill goes up a bit, I just have to create the same state as high airtight insulation inside the house, even if there are gaps. If I blast the AC, it's okay, right? But the bill might go up, though with some ingenuity I can manage. It's not too troublesome. It's mostly okay. I think it's almost there. Or like getting a reward for doing something for health, that that pattern already exists too. Doing something for health, in the end, I don't catch colds, and food, I can eat anything. Soybeans with soy sauce, boiled soybeans with soy sauce and rice, I can eat many bowls. So maybe that's already realized. Even without making 100% money, doing something for yourself is the same as contributing to society, to the happiness of the whole. So money being paid from the country, that system, it will become like that. But in my world, from my eyes, my perspective is already like that. And others, self-driving now, I drive a Rumi, but it's a support car for seniors. It says things if you drift, or it says things if you drift, or follows the car in front. What do you call it? Auto cruise? Since those things exist, all that is already reality, same as me riding a self-driving car. For example, I drive for about an hour on the Joban Expressway with auto cruise, and during that time, I don't step on the gas or brake once. At the end, I hit the brake to cancel and exit. That well, I can't do it because it's not crowded. I can do it because it's not crowded. And I always decide to go at 8 kilometers per hour 書いてないけど。In theそれでもいいんだよね。間違ってていいんだから。In the leftmost lane, without thinking. With that, it's really stress-free. So 50% of self-driving is achieved. In my case, since I don't drive much anyway, thinking about that, almost everything, I feel like I'm living in the 22nd century. It's certain. Even medical care, a few years ago, ITP, idiopathic thrombocytopenic popular. お、これちゃんと訳してくれてるね。ITP。これはね、血小板減少性、特発性血小板減少性市販病っていうのかな。特発性って言ってなかったんだけど、ちゃんとイディオパシック特発性っていうのちゃんと書いてあるね、これね。ITP って言うんだね、これね。割と有名なのかな。Some rare disease, I caught it. Then they said it would take 5 years or maybe more. Maybe I'd die. But miraculously, I was discharged in 1 week. The doctor said, you'll probably be fine, won't happen again. That too, maybe because of medical progress, I was treated quickly and correctly. This, unlike old times, if it were the old days, I might have died. But now I'm totally fine, back to normal, energetic. This may be even if AI evolves more, it's not strange for this to happen in the future. In the future, really, in 2 or 3 years, maybe AI evolves more and the doctor knew many things. So I was saved. How many years ago was it? 2 years ago? Certainly. It was a time when AI was starting to be talked about. Because of that, for the future and reality and this now, I'm always thinking optimistic things. I'm happy. It's paradise. こういう感じです。はあ